If a huge disaster were to ever happen in Kern County, would you be prepared? Well, Kern County Fire is currently assessing where our resources stand, trying to think of every possible scenario, but they need your help. Eyewitness News reporter Claudette Stefanian has more on how you could have your input tonight. Claudette?
Good morning, Aaron. That's right. When a huge disaster happens, these computers turn on and this room is just full of people who are trying to deal with this disaster. Now, we obviously have crews that are there on the grounds dealing with it, but then there's a whole nother side of it that people might not know about. But today, a big meeting is going to be held in order to really factor in which areas are in the most danger. Now, this morning, I'm joined with Brandon Smith of Kern County Fire. Now, Brandon, I know we have a map behind me. This is one of the areas that you guys are looking at. Tell me about it.
So, yeah, this is just one of the communities in Kern County. This is Bear Valley. And some of the things that we're looking for from the communities or input is what are some of the shortfalls you see with how we would deal with a disaster? And a good example would be maybe large animals. You know, what are our capabilities, what are our shortfalls, and how can we meet those shortfalls to pre-plan for these emergencies?
Now, this meeting is really interesting that you guys are going to be having over at the board chambers. I know that you guys will obviously be asking people that are there that are going to attend the meeting, but then people also have the opportunity to email in.
Correct, yeah, and that's what we would like is if you can't make the meeting, then we have an email that we'll provide to you, the Thyra email, which will then allow us to, and it's basically thyra@kerncounty.com, and that email will come directly to us. We'll take the input and we'll add it to this whole event.
Brandon, how unique is it to have something like this?
Well, I mean, it is unique for us because this is the first time we're dealing with this specific type of assessment, and so it's unique because we're bringing in all entities throughout the county, all the cities, as many people as we can. It's a partnership amongst all of us to just make sure that we have a good assessment of a catastrophe that could happen here. What are our shortcomings and how can we meet those goals to address those shortcomings, whether it's bringing resources outside, whether it's using, you know, maybe it's a different city that's impacted. Can the county help them? Can another city help them? Can a special district help them? What are their capabilities that we can help meet those end goals?
Wonderful. Well, thanks so much to Brandon Smith this morning. Now, again, this is going to be happening at 6 o'clock later tonight, where they're asking for the community to come out to get a better idea of where these high-risk areas are in hopes that you might be able to enlighten them on where some of those holes might be in case ever a huge disaster were to strike here in Kern County. With that, back to you.
Oh, thank you for all that information. Very helpful. Thanks, Claudette.